And taking that a step further, my romantic relationship is the most important aspect of my life. Because when that sucks, everything sucks. When that's great, everything's great. No matter, even if surface level shit isn't all that great, if my relationship is solid and I'm prioritizing that, everything overflows from that. I just believe that sacred mirror, that experience, that partnership is, I would say that it is the most tangible way of communing with God and experiencing heaven on earth is like what's possible in that container. And so treating it as such is something I very much champion. And so, it might be scheduling sex. If there's some deeper shit, then we need to have those conversations. And I'll make it personal. Pregnancy was hard for us. It was a gnarly journey, and it's hard for everyone. I don't think it's easy for anyone, and it's all relative. But for us, we had an early miscarriage, and then we had a late term loss. And in that season, there was a month where we were just getting hammered. My dog died, who was like my boy. He was, for all intents and purposes, he was my first son. Like that was, got him as a young man. I have him tattooed on my leg, and Biggie James Smalls, my blue-nosed pit bull. Yep. Okay. And he was my guy. And he passed when we were on vacation unexpectedly. He was getting older and we knew he had cancer, but it didn't seem like it was going to happen that abruptly. My wife at that time was, I think, about 18 to 20 weeks pregnant. We were surprised with a Down syndrome diagnosis. And that was just like rocked our world. Like, oh my God, okay, this is going to be a very different journey than we expected. And no sooner do we start to not only accept, but even embrace and start to get excited about it. And I was like, calling him my little downy dude. And we were like starting to connect with the community and listening to podcasts. And it was like 2 to 3 weeks after that, she went unexpectedly into labor. And he was born and died like with us. And it was surreal. And like so beautiful and so special and so fucked up and challenging. And it just destroyed my wife. And so that season of like unimaginable grief really challenged the foundation of our relationship. And it was basically a year. I mean, you could even say 2+ years of just the whole process of getting pregnant before we actually had our son, Isaiah. And there was just we weren't having much sex. There was a lot of repressed resentment. We actually couldn't do it on our own. Like we couldn't come back to love on our own. And that's another mantra of ours is come back to love. And it's like something that when we get in conflict, whoever comes back to love first wins. And we actually engaged a couple in our community that are some of our best friends, and this is something I think is really important to share. A strong belief and personal experience I have is for couples to thrive, they need other couples.